Do 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 do. Ba, 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 ba. Rainy day feeling again. But not on this beautiful sunny day today, guys. Do, 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 do. Just see everything through the decorations again, guys. This is the 4th day of January now, guys. 2025. Saturday. Just after 2 there, guys. And I'm here now, guys. Putting around. Just finishing up my little bit of a dinner, such as it was, more of a snack, I suppose, than anything else, but it'll do me for now, I guess. Listening to some great old 70s tunes here, guys. Some of my 70s CD collection that I have here now. I'd love to have a whole heck of a lot more, because I know I don't even have a quarter, not even an eighth of everything that was produced throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s and so on. And I really need to expand on my collection somehow, guys. It's not good enough trying to just get the stuff online, listening to it on your phones or over a laptop or whatever the case might be, a computer. You really need to have your own physical collection of music, guys, and be able to listen to it whenever you want on a good stereo system and so on and so forth. And you know, and I gotta say this here, guys, this is not why I'm making this video here now, but I just wanted to bring it up now while I'm beginning this here. I am absolutely, completely in love with the stereo system here, guys. It was produced back in the, produced back in the 80s, I think, late 80s, early 90s. I did a little bit of research on this particular brand of stereo systems. I can't remember the exact date now. It might be late 80s, early 90s when this came out, guys. Bought a second hand there, my god, over 10 years ago now, maybe pushing 15 years ago now, I guess. It's over $200 if I remember correctly, so I had to pay for it in bits and pieces and so on. But it is hands down, guys, the best stereo system I've ever had in my entire life. I could never ever afford anything like this when I was younger, when I was growing up, so I think this would have been like a dream set for me, a stereo system for me when I was growing up. And I have it now. I've had it for a better part of 15 years now. I think it's one of my pride and joys, guys. I absolutely phenomenally love, adore the stereo system. It has brought me endless hours of joy and satisfaction and contentment and soothing moments and comforting moments and so on and so forth, guys, listening to all the various CDs that I've got and so on and so forth. And I would be utterly beside myself if I ever lost the stereo system, guys, got destroyed on me or whatever sort of thing. I think it would be very, very difficult for me to replace it. When I saw it in the store even, I just loved the real sporty look of it and all the rest of it, the colors and the way the speakers are shaped and all the rest. I just loved everything about it, guys. And so that's my main stereo system now when I'm doing my videos and so on all the time. It's what I got playing in the background there, the music on that playing in the background there. Always too loud for the recordings. It seems like I gotta have it down next to nothing so it doesn't come over the recordings, because I always get the bloody old copyright notifications every time they get even a hint of the music there, guys. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing here now, guys. I'm trying to wake up here, trying to get my act together and all the rest of it. The day, weather-wise now, again, another glorious day on this 4th day of January, Saturday. It's 4th day of January, 2025. It is now a little after 2 in the afternoon, 2:07 according to my clock there, 10 minutes after 2 roughly. I'm on a going to head out now, guys, to head over to the grocery store nearby, Dominion. It's only about barely a 10-minute walk from where I'm living to here. Just up over the this is like a little bit of a hill here, guys. When I walk in this direction, you go up over a little bit of an embankment and you go down again. But the Dominion store is just down from there, barely a 10 minutes walk here, guys. To get a few little odds and ends and a few things. I need to get some litter from my cat and more bananas and just like a few little basic things I like to try to keep myself supplied in and so on that. And when I get back now this afternoon, guys, later on this afternoon, I am going to begin my celebrating for New Year's, guys. I know it's the 4th of January here now, but I wasn't able to do it New Year's Eve because I got tied up with my videos and all the rest of it. Went out to the fireworks, came back, fooled around with all that. You know, by the time everything was all out of the way, the night was pretty much gone. And so I couldn't do any celebrating then. I didn't do it the night after because I got tied up with different things and so on that. And the night after, yesterday, I went out to our local mall, the Avalon Mall, to take a little bit of business and so on that. But more so just to check my account and see if my money was in. They got my check and all the rest of it. But I had to get a few things and so on that stored over there and that. And just more just kind of wanting just to get out for a few hours and just enjoy the afternoon and just, you know, get a little bit of freedom from the place in this area of town and so on and so forth, guys. But anyway. Once I got all that out of the way and got back here, it was too late in the day to go at it yesterday. So now yesterday would have been a good day because it was Friday, end of the week as well. So, you know, when people would be out celebrating just the end of the week sort of thing, you know. And so today now, it's today, guys. I'm going to get this little bit of stuff out of the way here now as early in the afternoon as I can. And when I get back, I'm going to kind of get myself geared up and so on that and start my New Year's Eve, New Year's now celebrations a few days after the fact. And what of it, guys? What of it? So it's only 4 days now into the new year. It's still early enough, you know, that you can still do a little extra bit of celebrating and so on. That it's a Saturday night. It's a gorgeous day so far. The year is starting off fantastically weather-wise. Got no complaints whatsoever, sort of thing. Still trying to keep in that upbeat spirit and so on. That so. Seemed like as good an idea as any here, guys, to have my celebrations tonight. So I bought the stuff for it, sort of thing. If I don't use it now, I'll have to wait to St. Patrick's Day or something like that to do my celebrating then, celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and or save it for Canada Day in July. So unless you just sense some waiting that long. So that's my game plan for today now, guys. But why am I making this video here now, guys? It is because it is a gorgeous day and you haven't seen the kitchen done up in the daytime yet. I thought I would make a quick little video here now to show you my beautiful, and I think it's beautiful. I think I've got a grand old job done here, to be honest with you. And there's no way I can know for certain, guys, because I mean, it's like, I don't know what went on there before I moved in here and what kind of people lived there and what they did with stuff with the space, you know, when each individual group of people or individual person, you know, was here, sort of thing. But I venture to guess that I don't know if this kitchen. Okay, now, Misty, get back in there. Come on, get back in. This is why I can't even. There's no barrier for it all. See, I knew there wouldn't be a barrier for it all. It's curious to find out what the kitchen looks like. She never gets out of that room, guys. It's a sin, really. Anyway, I doubt that anybody has ever. Almost certainly has never had this kitchen looking this nice as I have it right now, guys. And that's not to kind of praise myself up too much, but I mean, I know the way I put thought and effort into things and so on that, and I seriously doubt that this kitchen has ever looked this good, sort of thing. This is in the daytime now. It's shining up really beautifully with the daylight, sort of thing, and I figured I might as well just make a little video recording of it, even though I'm going overboard with my recording again, guys, and let's just see what I am talking about. And here we go now, guys. This is the shared space here now that myself and the fellow across the way here, who's gone until the end of March here now, guys. As far as I know, it's going to be the end of March. It'll be back the end of March, first part of April, I guess. I'm sharing it with. So this is not my space alone. I'm sharing it with him. He's been here for over 20 years now, apparently, supposedly, is my understanding. And he is very, 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 very extremely well settled in and settled in his ways and all the rest of it, sort of thing. So I can never have this space, when he's here, guys, I could never ever hope to have this space looking like this. Now, some people might say this is overdone, guys. I don't think it's overdone at all. I think it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's warm, it's inviting, it's festive. It's I've turned it into a lovely little space. Even if it's just for a very short temporary period of time, guys, I've turned it into a lovely little space to be in, to be out in when you're out there doing stuff and all the rest of it. You know, and like I said, so I don't know now if anybody else has ever bothered before to go to this extent to try to create this space, turn it into, you know, what I've turned it into right now for Christmas. You know, like to have it kind of this way all year round with lovely pictures, paintings, hangings, or whatever, and ornaments around, or figurines around, or whatever you put in a space, guys, to make a space warm and inviting and all the rest of it. You know, I don't know if that has ever been done before here before I moved in. Maybe it is. Like I said, I got no way of proving it. I'm just guessing. But judging from the attitudes nowadays, and attitudes that have been ongoing now for an awful long period of time now, guys, well over 20 years, of less being more, and everything being barer and barer and barer and barer, and more basic, more barren, and more desolate, and all the rest of it, and these gray colors and white colors, and you know, and the lack, you know, like less is more, the lack of everything, guys. The more you can strip out of a place to make it the bearer somehow is deemed to be better, sort of thing. So with that kind of mentality that we have had now for over 20 years, I am highly doubtful that this space was ever enriched to this extent, this way, since this place has been put here as a rental unit sort of thing over the past 30 some odd years. You know, now what it was like before that, before the owner bought the place and all the rest of it, and you know, God only knows. I mean, like, just hinted on the way the space was before. It wasn't much up here before, apparently, you know, but the way it was as a home originally, I think this was a home that goes back to the early 20th century, guys. It was made in the building was built in the early 1900s, apparently. So as an original home, I mean, it may have had tons of character. You're going back to that time period, you know, how people had their places and so on there. But since that time, guys, and since these people left and all the rest of it, and it was just left vacant for the longest time and turned and used for different reasons, whatever they may have been, and over the past 30 odd years now, since this current owner's had the place sort of thing. No, my gut feeling tells me that this space probably has never looked this pretty and this attractive. To me, this is attractive. Some people might call it clutter, guys, but to me, this is extremely attractive. And I think I've done a damn good freaking job with the decorating here this Christmas. Even a little further than I did last year, sort of thing. So anyway, I want you to see it in the daytime, guys, because like I said, I don't know if I've gotten any videos of the kitchen, proper videos of the kitchen in the daytime. And so now, I am hoping that once I get the decorations taken down now at the end of January, and we'll live up onto January, I'm going to put a few little things up afterwards. I'm going to put something here. I got something in mind to put here. I'm going to put something along here, guys. It's right next to this guy's door, so I don't know how he's going to feel about it. I put these shears up last winter and so on, and they stayed up, sort of thing. And I think it warms up the window a little bit better, sort of thing. I got something I want to put here. I don't have it yet, but I will have it eventually. And I got some ideas of what's going to go along the wall there, and I'm still working on what I'm going to put here and so on. And it's all just to, throughout the whole year, guys, just to have this space to be just a little bit more warm and inviting to be in when you come back and you're out there doing stuff and all the rest of it, sort of thing. You know, I got the warm lighting going all the time now from the this thing here. We don't have the main light on anymore. It's just light from the stove here, from the friggin' vent thing, there we call it. And so, and that's the way I am, guys. Like, when I'm living in a space, I want the space to be cozy and warm and inviting, and that is, and the way to do that is through the lighting, is through the things that I have surrounding me and all the rest of it. I can't stand, I can't abide, I can't be comfortable in bare, barren, white, gray, empty spaces, guys. I just can't, and I never could. I don't think I ever will. So I don't spend a huge amount of time out in this kitchen, but I mean, when I come back from wherever and I walk into the place, you know, it's nice to see pleasant stuff as soon as you walk through the door, and pleasant lighting conditions and all the rest of it, so that you can kind of like just chill out and unwind as soon as you walk into your space, you know, even if it's a space that you're sharing. And so this guy that I'm sharing the space with, he doesn't think that way, blah, blah, blah. Apparently he doesn't seem to think that way. It's not a priority with him, these sorts of things. So it's been difficult for me over the past almost 2 years, now going in 2 years, working with him to try to create that sort of space. But again, guys, I've never pushed it either, so I don't know if he would be okay with the things I would want to do, or if he think I'm trying to take over or what, you know. So anyway, I'm going to take a chance now this year. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. I don't know how this year, this coming year is going to play out for me and all the rest of it. But I'm going to take a chance now this winter before he gets back and get a few things out here for, you know, like all throughout the year. You know, they don't be big, like, you know, it's just going to be basic stuff, but just something to break up all the grayness and all the blandness and all the rest of it sort of thing. And so you'll see eventually if I can make videos of it after I get it done sort of thing. Well, I'll make videos if I get it done before he gets back sort of thing, obviously, you know. And just see how that plays out, guys. So that's in the back of my mind now for a few months down the road sort of thing for this space there. But anyway, again, this is just want to give you a little view of what I got done here now, guys. And this is not really part of my main tour for the decorations. I still want to do that yet, but and now going into 17 minutes very quickly. I just also want you to have a quick look at the outside here, guys, and what kind of day we're getting. And now this, if I don't whip this up very quickly, this is going to go into a two-parter again. This is our day here today now, guys. That's why I want to get my act together now and try to get on the go and get over to the store now before I lose out on this, because I always lose out on the best part of the day, guys, because it takes so long to get on the go. Now right now, guys, you can actually feel the warmth in the air. I cannot believe it. It feels more like a late spring day right now, guys. The sun has actually got the air warmed up. You don't even feel the chill in the air right now. Absolutely awesome, guys. This is the first week of January here now, guys. We're into our winter season here now, and this is the kind of winter weather we're getting this winter so far. And I am tickled pink and absolutely over the moon, guys. I know that's old-fashioned terminology, but it expresses quite well how I'm feeling with the kind of weather we're getting. And I can only hope to good God, Lord, guys, that it continues on. You know, like for a good chunk of January. That it continues on like this. I don't care how abnormal it might be. I mean, this is a godsend. We need this. We need this kind of weather, guys. We have so much crappy weather, so much a year. We need this. You know, being able to get around now in January, no snow on the ground and all the rest of it, guys, very comfortably, and seeing the sun and clear skies like this and so on. That this is absolute heaven weather-wise. And I can't say I could not perk up the most